So, hello everyone, welcome to another video. So, what are we doing, you may ask? After I have read this twice, and I've never gotten through this book, and I really hope that I will, just because I don't particularly like this book. Let's just put it there. I think the relationship is really toxic, but we will talk about that when we get to everything. This will be a spoiler vlog for after, and then I will watch the TV show. Not TV show, movie. So, it should be interesting. I don't think I have watched the movie at all. I don't think I have done that. Maybe I have done it, but I don't remember anything. So I will read this first, watch the movie, and then talk about what we are thinking about it all the way, and then possibly do this all over again with the next few books in this series. So, yeah, this is going to be really interesting, and I'm actually kind of afraid, just because what if I do hate this book even more? Like, first time I rated it 5 stars, second time I rated it 3 stars. If I will feel something this time will tell. So yeah, that's the plan. Let's just get to it. I will update whenever I feel like I have something to update. I bet everyone has, like, maybe heard about after, so yeah. Let's see. This is the first one on my list of books, just because I need to refresh my memory to read the other ones. So I am around like 100 pages into this book, and I think I'm finally, understanding why I don't like Harden. So I haven't told you what this book is about. I bet you know, since you already know it's a spoiler vlog, but we are following a good girl, Atessa, and basically she starts college where she meets these people who are really different from her, who loves partying, and she's basically dragged into that world, and there she meets Harden. And basically, Harden is the complete opposite of her boyfriend, and basically she gets dragged into his world and starts catching feelings, even though, yeah. I think the reason why I don't like Harden is because he's really hot and cold, and I have read books that I have liked where the love interest is rude. However, I just feel like Harden is kind of another kind of rude, just because it's like he does things that I can't forgive him for being so rude and hot and cold and giving her all these mixed things, and it's just it's all for that, So I think that's the reason why I just can't forgive Harden after everything he does. I can easily, like, if someone is rude and like that in books, I can, like, let's call it, forgive that later on in the book. But Harden, I just feel like Harden never changes. And yeah, I don't like Harden. He's like this. He's a really unlikable character that people love, but I don't. And I don't think that I am going to change my mind, like, even after reading all the other books. So, but yeah, 100 pages in, um, not not a lot of happened. Tessa, is partying and going out with Harden, cheating on her boyfriend, and yeah. And I think also what I don't like about Harden is that when she was drunk and basically kissed him, he was like, well, you kissed me. And then I'm like, you do stupid things when you are drunk. You could have just said no. And then you go back knowing fully well that she has a girlfriend. And I just think that people should respect that. Even if you have made a bet, you should still. That's pretty much all my thoughts right now. And yeah, I don't know how much I will update just because it's not my favorite book. Like, yeah, I have read this multiple times, so I don't know how much I want to talk about it. So I am also listening to the audiobook while reading this just because it's much simpler, because it is a long book. It is over 500 pages, and I just need to get this done. Hopefully, maybe today, maybe I will. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not, but I just hope that I can. So I can watch the movie and just be done with that, and then get to the other books another day. So, that's the plan. And yeah, I might have watched the movie, but I don't remember anything from it, so I kind of, yeah, I don't know if I will like it or not. So, I'm actually going to give you one more thing. Why I don't like Harden. I feel like he has some violent tendencies. Let's call it that. So, I just feel like I can be okay with a rude boy. Be okay with someone who maybe is a little rude, can be not cruel. Like, if they give like some rude comments, I can be like, yeah, okay, because everyone can give rude comments. However, Harden always gives rude comments. I feel like he has some violent tendencies, and I am 150 pages in. And yeah, I think that is like especially one reason why I don't like Harden at all. And I don't know why people like this, because yeah, I totally get it. You can like this boy in the book but would never date him in real life, but yeah. I don't know, just because I have liked another book where the main character was totally unlikable, more like psychopathic. Like, he was just nuts. I didn't like him. Um, but yeah, I just think that the way Harden is written, I don't like him. So yeah, and yeah, okay, yeah, yeah, I'm not going to say anything more just because it's just, yeah. So right now, I don't know why I bought this book. Maybe it was because I really wanted to read it and like it, but now I have read it. Like, I mean, most likely I am going to give this like a 3 stars, because it's not the worst thing that I have read. possibly 2 if I like it even less. So let's just see how things is going. Okay, so I just powered through after, but I'm going to bed now. So I'm going to be honest, I don't like this book. The reason is he's like verbally abusing her, psychologically abusing her. You know, he's that person who separates her from her friends, her family, makes her feel like awful, and then, you know, gets her away from everything. Then he's like in complete control. So I don't like it at all. And you know, he's like, oh, but leave, and then he comes back and drags her in, and you know, yeah, I don't like Harden at all. Tessa is a little hard to swallow. She's like, I hate how she is with, you know, Molly, so jealous and calling her ugly stuff. I don't like when girls hate on girls. And yes, I get it, Molly is a little loose, but that's her life, you know. I don't think Tessa is allowed to judge her. And yeah. So, yeah, you know, they get together, and then at the end, you get to know that the only reason Harden basically wanted to, like, try and get close to her was to get in her pants. And basically, yes, he does fall in love, but that was still like his initial thought, and he has been really secretive because he don't want like Tessa to know that, because he knows that won't go well, and it doesn't. So that's kind of the book. I'm going to watch the movie, talk a little bit about the movie. I'm going to watch it tomorrow. I found a place where I can watch it, so that fits perfectly. Because I don't feel like renting these movies, because why would I? But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to give it 2 or 3 stars. I think I'm just going to keep it at 3 stars, like a meh book, because it's not the worst book I have read, and that's the worst part. I read books worse than this. So yeah, but overall, hate Harden. Wish that she could be together with someone else. And yeah, I don't like how Harden is like, when Tessa is talking to another guy, he's so jealous and just almost jumps at the boy and just throttles him. And yeah, I don't like jealousy in that extent, you know. So yeah, I don't know how long it will be until I continue on with this, but I think I'm going to try and get it pretty fastly done. I have to wait until the last movie come out. I don't think so. I don't know, but at least I will have to just time it right so I can watch the last movie, which is After Ever Happy. That is like a really weird sentence, but yeah, at least I've finished another book. So yeah, we're getting better at this. I have been reading a lot for the last 14 days, so I really need to get my book moving. But yeah, I'm going to go to bed, watch the movie tomorrow, and we will talk about how I'm feeling about that. Okay, so let's wrap up. my thoughts on the movie and the book and everything. So, the book, 3 stars. It's like an okay book. I have already talked about why I don't like Arden and why I don't particularly like Tessa either. And everything like that. And the rest of them are like, yeah. So, I'm going to continue on with this series just because I am really curious. Now, I don't know when like let's call it the last movie will be out. That should be out this year. Okay, so it says that it's going to come out. Oh, I will have to see if it's on like at the cinema movies. I'm not going to watch it in the movies because we're not doing that to myself. So, oh, okay. Oh, exclusively in cinemas. I'm not going to watch it in cinema, so yeah. Okay, so somewhere throughout this year, I am going to get through them somehow. So, yeah, not particularly the biggest fan of this book, but it's okay. It's not the worst book I have read, but yeah, I just feel like their relationship is really, really unhealthy and not something. Yeah, I just feel like he is like not like psychologically abusing her. The movie is really different from this one. It has, let's call it, it has like a few main points. They have changed the ending of it, so it's not like the bed is not about taking her virginity, but it's about basically making her fall in love and then just turn it off. So, and Jace is also more in the movies that he is in after the book. So, yeah. So, you still have the main points. It's much chiller than this book. Let's call it that. So, I don't think Harden is as rude in at least the first movie than, yeah, he basically is in the book. He's always mean in the book, and he's not too bad in the movie. Now, I don't know how the next movie will be because that one's much more steamier. So there are a few things that are changed, like how she gets her internship advance, what she's planning on, like, yeah, much more like classes are different and things like that. So yeah, there are definitely changes. So I don't like the movie. I feel like the movie is pretty boring, but I think it's also because of the relationship. I don't like the relationship, and yeah, that's just the thing. So I am curious because I have heard some things about that people change their mind about like Steph and Molly, and yeah, I am actually pretty curious about that overall. Some people say that the third book is like really nuts. So yeah, I'm not going to buy more. I don't know why I own this book, but the next few books I won't basically own this because I don't feel like using money on this to only buy them because I know that I'm most likely not going to like any one of these better than this, you know. I doubt that I doubt that I will like them more, you know. But I am curious to continue on and see how things is going to go. So yeah, I don't have that much to say about, you know, the movie. I feel like the movie is pretty boring, and yeah, I totally get that, you know, they are trying to not be that toxic, but I mean, I'm curious to see what they come up with in the next books, but also the next movies, just because I know that they changed, like, I don't know if it was the one who was like writing the script or like the director or something. They changed that so it became much more sexual, and yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Mostly like in how am I going to feel basically about either of these. You will see that I will probably like see when I continue on, but I want to time it so the After Ever Happy movie is, you know, able to come out and I will be able to read the book and then watch the movie in the same video, just because I like to do that. So yeah, so After and the After movie is really different, and I feel like the After movies may be like this, not guilty pleasure, because would I don't think I ever would watch this movie again. I have watched it apparently, but I don't remember much from it. So yeah. Now that we are done with After, I will never read that book again, probably. And then just relax and never watch the movie again either. I mean, I can't believe I'm saying that I'm going to watch all the After movies. So yeah, this should be interesting to see. So yeah, I don't think there is anything else that I can say about this. I don't I don't think I would recommend this. You know, but if you want to read it, if you want to watch it, just yeah, you do you. I will not do it again. But I will continue on, even though it's not my favorite. I am actually, I am like a little curious to see what is going to happen after this, and basically how are they going to tie in the different endings from here, like from the book to the movie. I'm curious to see that, because there need to be like a little tweaking to get things going. But yeah, that was me reading and watching After. I don't know how much content I have from this, just because, yeah, I have read it before and I don't have much thoughts anymore, except that I'm really annoyed and frustrated with both of them. But yeah, I hope you liked this video, and I will see you next time for another one. Bye!